Good afternoon, folks, and welcome back to the Board Librarian. That's right, Miss Justin is back, and today I'm going to show you how to make your very own feather pen out of a book page. Now, for today's project, you're going to need 2 book pages, a pen that you won't be sad about breaking open, a pencil, a pair of scissors, as well as glue. Now, once you've gathered all your materials, you are set to go. So, on your mark, get set, let's do this. So the first step in our project is to actually remove the part of the pen where the ink is inserted. So as you can see, I removed the body of the pen and now I am unscrewing the parts of it so that all that's left is this guy. Ta-da! Next step is you want to grab a book that you don't, need or are using. I actually used my old copy of Jane Eyre to cover my table that I'm currently working on now. So don't worry, I have another copy. So this board librarian is not too sad about losing her second copy of her Jane Eyre book. So as you can see, I'm ripping off the pages of this book in order to use it to decorate my feather pen. Now, once you have the pages you're happy about, you can do a freehand design of a feather outline. Now, you can go online and look up a feather template if you are not an artist, but as you can see, there's no mistakes here. We are doing it freehand, and you can honestly it won't make a difference whether it's perfect or even. The more free you are with your actual template, the better your pen is going to look. Now the next step that you want to do is to cut it out. As you can see, I have both pages being cut at the same time, so just make sure you're holding it very tightly as you are cutting so that both pages are identical. Again, just, follow it as best as you can. And here are your 2 identical pieces. Now you want to take the pen or the insert of the pen and just kind of lay it on top in between the 2 pages, just so you can kind of get an idea of what it will look like. Now, as you can see, a little bit of the pen is actually showing. So what I'm going to do to hide it is to cut a piece of my scrap paper here. And what I plan on doing is to roll it up against the pen insert that all you'll be able to see is the tip of the pen and not this weird little part to it. So as you're doing this, I suggest doing it as tightly as you can and having your glue ready in the wings for it to get glued down on. So do it as tight as you can. Now, once you've finished up with that part, you're going to want to take the pen insert and place it on top of one of the book pages. As you can see, I'm trying to make sure that it is the same side and that it looks pretty even. So again, just eye it out as best as you can. And then what you're going to want to do is grab that glue and, very generously apply it to the outer part of the book page. And then place the second book page on top of the pen and make sure it's nice and firm and flat. Now you want to smooth out the insert of the pen so that it looks very neat and nice. And then you're going to want to take your scissors, and this is the only part that takes, quite some time, is to just kind of go around the edges and cut, not all the way through, but just little pieces here and there to make it look like an actual feather. Once you finish going around with the scissors, you're going to want to kind of make it look fluffy. So I suggest taking your scissors and just maybe completing the cuts in between and making it look more feathery type. And there you have it, folks, our finished project. Now tune in next week for another fun tutorial. Thanks for watching.